Wait, what about the A? What about the cameras? Wait, what
She's
about
over
the
there.
cameras?
She's over there. She's over there.
2 paws.
Hey, here's the other element.
Whoa, what? 2 paws. Where's 2 paws? Christian. Where's 2 paws?
Hey, Nate! Nate! Nate!
When are we go? Are we gonna go?
Yes,
we
sir.
are. Nick, Brenner. What up, son? This is a setup right now. Not right now. Are you gonna talk? Yeah. You'll hear me. I'm putting the link on my snap. I'm putting the link on my snap. 2 pot. Basketball with the Notre Dame Knights and the Bishop Alemany Warriors. Today it's going to be a big matchup for junior number 1 Zaire Williams. As in his last game on Wednesday versus Loyola, he had 39 points. A great addition to the win they had against Loyola, which they won 69-61. Duke, how do you feel Zaire impacted that game?
Well, of course, because of that 39, he led the victory with Julian Richmond, who also dropped another 17 in the Knights' win over Loyola the past Wednesday night. Now Zaire Williams, he is a 5-star, the only 5-star on this Notre Dame Knights team. Some of the schools that he has been received offers from include North Carolina, Oregon, UCLA, all those top schools like those few.
Yeah, Zaire's been a top prospect that a lot of schools have been looking at. So he's going to have to outperform everyone on the court here because this Bishop Alemany team is just as strong as this Notre Dame team.
That is right. We also have to pay attention to Julian Rishwain, who also dropped 17 last week, the past few days ago against Loyola. He's committed to Boston College to play college basketball. 3-star, one of the better players on our team. Him and Zaire Williams.
Yeah, Julian Rishwain has always been an amazing three-point pop-up shooter. If we're going by 2K knowledge, he's definitely gotten a golden catch-and-shoot badge. So anytime he's got the ball behind the arc, he's going to be able to shoot it and make it.
We also have to pay attention to the 2 freshmen on varsity. Number 2, Brandon Perez, and number 13, Ben Schultzberg, both receiving notices from North Carolina, same school with Zaire Williams.
Yeah, so even though it might not have been directly at Brandon and Ben, through Zaire, a lot of other people are getting noticed on this Notre Dame team, and it's great to see the 2 freshmen getting noticed. They're both amazing players. I mean, getting on varsity by itself as a freshman is amazing, and then getting noticed by North Carolina, one of the top college schools in the nation.
Ones.
Michael Jordan's school won the national championship
Many
last few
times.
years. Yeah, not just the last few years, many times before. So it's going to be a big matchup for them. Now, Notre Dame overall on the season has gone 13-8, and in league they have gone 1-1. So they're tied 500 right now, loosely in league, and with their win against Loyola here or on Wednesday. So if they win this game, they'll go to 2-1 and 14-8 overall. So it'll be a big matchup for Notre Dame to be able to come out here and get the win. It's always important for any team to come and get the win, just overall. It's always important to, it's not just important to feel like you want a W, it's important to play like you want a W.
We also have to pay attention to this Bishop Alemany team. 12-10 on the season, over 500, not the best, not the worst. Just coming off a big loss to Harvard Westlake, one of the top schools in the city. Excited to see how they can come back and play the Knights.
Yeah, Harvard Westlake, it's not an easy team to go up against. It has one of Zaire's many rivals in California for the top spot of the class of 2020, Johnny Jazang. They play the same position, small forward, shooting guard. They've both had a very exciting game against each other. And also, not just Johnny, but also another player for Harvard Westlake, center Mason Hooks. He's also an amazing player as well. So it's justifiable that Alemany went up against Harvard Westlake and took a loss. But now both teams, Notre Dame trying to continue their win streak at the moment, and Alemany just trying to get back into the groove of things and continuing the season as they've been. Now, one of the big things is Zaire Williams has had an amazing preseason as well. He's been amazing in tournaments. He was all-team in the Redondo Beach tournament, which was an amazing feat for him. Do you think Zaire can keep this form up? Because as a lot of people know in high school, junior year is the most important year for basketball.
Well, I think Zaire, he's just going to keep going. Just received his 5-star a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. He's just going to keep on going up from here, get a few more offers. And we should see some great basketball tonight and for the remainder of the season and next season.
It's truly amazing just to see how much of a prospect Zaire has been through the few years that I've been here with him. I'm a junior, he's a junior. And freshman year, it wasn't just that he wasn't great just as the media and offers started to come. He was great all the time. Freshman year, he was amazing on varsity. Sophomore year, he was amazing on varsity. And even now, he's playing amazing as a junior. So he's just been going up and up. ever since he came to the school, and it's been show after show, just every night with him.
Zaire Williams, he's one of those guys who can go out there, do a little alley-oop to himself. He's one of the special players that we have here in this district. And we're excited to see how he can do tonight on the live stream. We're now 1 minute and 52 seconds left from the opening tip-off between the Alemany Warriors and the Notre Dame Knights. Excited for this game.
Yeah, not just excited for the game. I'm excited to see some great plays. Zaire, as you said, Zaire Williams with his self alley-oops. He's done those a couple times this season. He has the bounce. He has the explosiveness to be able to do that. And not only that, but over the years, he's developed a three-point shot. At the beginning of freshman year, he didn't have as much of a prolific shot, but now, looking at him, he's just a threat from beyond the arc and inside too by how long he is. So all around, he's become a great player and just something that every team has to watch out for wherever they're playing.
See the Notre Dame Knights, they're heading to the bench. Both teams are heading to their bench now, doing their final preparations for this game this Friday night. So let's see how Zaire Williams can do, coming off a 39-point masterpiece against Loyola. Let's see if he can drop even more, or let's just see if he can stay in the game. 35 seconds left until we get the tip-off for tonight's game. Players getting ready to line up for the anthem and the prayer. Band's playing. It's a great night for some high school basketball.
And not only is everyone in the, it's not just everyone in the crowd. More specifically, we're going to have to watch out for Notre Dame's very special student section, the Castle. Always loud, always rowdy, always ready to see an amazing dunk and three-point shot from Zaire Williams.
Prayer's happening. We're going to be quiet for a few seconds. We're back after the national anthem and prayer. As Dave was talking about the Castle student section, tonight is USA themed, and Every night is a good night when JT Machuca is your leader.
Yup. You know, with this USA team, that means Zaire is really gonna gonna come out there and play like a real patriot. He's gonna have to be real patriotic for this school. He's going to have to lead the way like George Washington did across the Delaware River.
All right, all right. Announcing the starting lineups for both teams for Alemany, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's starting lineup includes number 13, Ben Schultzberg. Of course, number 1, Zaire Williams. Number 11, Jack Abunassar. At guard, freshman, number 13, Ben Schultzberg. At forward, senior, number 21, Cole Goring. At guard, senior number 11, Jack Abunassar. At forward, junior number 1, of course, Zaire Williams. Place erupts for him. And lastly at guard, senior number 10, Julian Rishwain. Those are your Notre Dame Knights starting lineup for this evening's game.
So you can see it's a very jam-packed starting lineup for both teams. It's going to be a very exciting game. Notre Dame is ready to play. Bishop Alemany is ready to play. And they are just excited. This is a big game for both teams. Both players, all players on both teams want to come out there and get a major win for themselves, and they will stop at nothing to get that W.
For Alemany starting lineup is number 4, Ricky Rivas. Number 10, Brandon Whitney. Number 35, Vince Fear. Number 13, Jonathan Daniels. And number 12, center, Chikozi Akahara.
So Chikozi Akahara and Zaire Williams will take the tip.
Double bounce.
And number 10 for Bishop Alemany will get the ball.
And we already have a whistle. Okay. Off to a great start here.
Off to a great start already. We have a foul going on. It looks like it's nothing
5 seconds
major.
in, and we already got some action. Pass in for Alemany.
Number 10, Brandy Whitney to number 4.
And we have another one.
It looks like the refs here are going to be extremely peculiar about people entering on the castle side. As you can see, he pointed to where the castle is, and it looks like they might be stepping over their boundaries. But that's might be good for the students. That just shows that they're really here to support their teammates and their classmates.
We're still paused here, seeing what's happening. It looks like it's something with a scoreboard. All right, and we're back.
So number 10, Brandy Whitney will take it up to number 4, Ricky Rivas.
We're stopping again. What is happening?
Now, I've
Third foul in within 15 seconds.
Now, I've been here for my 3 years here, and I've never seen a game start this slow. But we're back in progress. Number 10, Whitney, gets the ball up top, looking for some kind of play. Akara will get the screen. Be a bit of a tip, but number 4, Ricky Rivas will get it.
Alemany's been able to keep the ball pretty long so far.
Whitney trying to move the ball around. Trying to go for alley-oop there from Akara, but wasn't able. Zaire brings it up the court.
Here's the big man, Zaire Williams, the layup. No good.
Number 35, Vince Fire gets the rebound there. Bringing it up the court is number 13, Jonathan Daniels. Passing it out to Fire. Back to Daniels. Alemany trying to get some sort of offense going right away, with Whitney trying to call as many plays as he can at the moment. Out to Rivas. And Whitney driving inside. shoots, and it's good. The
Whitney's
first 2
shot's good.
points of the game will go to Brandon Whitney. Bishop Alemany already showing really great passing. They didn't let the ball touch any Notre Dame player for about 30 seconds there.
Yeah, long possessions for Alemany's team.
And Bishwain will take it up at the top.
The jumper, it's good.
Great, and that will be 2 points to start for Notre Dame. So Whitney will take it back up on top. Drive on the right, another pull-up,
Whitney
and
with the
it's
full.
good again. Whitney, really, the pull-up game is strong with Whitney at the moment. He's had all of Bishop Alemany's 4 points at the moment. And
So far, a pretty offensive battle.
number 13, Paris will get it. And Zaire driving
Zaire
inside.
with the dunk, the monster dunk for number 1, Zaire Williams.
Great.
Who else would it be?
It wouldn't be. And Winnie's bringing it up again. Out to Daniels. Found Rivas on the corner.
Oh, Zaire with the no, thank you.
Zaire with 2 great plays on both sides of the ball here. Let's see if Alemany can counteract that. Fire with
Misses
the
him.
pump fake
And it's
and another block.
Another block for number 21, Cole Gorin.
And Rishwain will bring up the ball. Finds Goring. And now Achara getting his hand on it, but it
It's
will
gonna
go
be
back.
Notre Dame's ball.
It'll go back to Notre Dame at the moment. So right now,
Comes captain at Jack Abunasar with the pass into Julian Rishwain.
Rishwain tries
Rishwain
for a
stumbling.
double move there. Bunasar finds Goring in
Wide
the
open
corner.
pass.
And
Oh,
it
there we
rolls
go.
in. The first 3 of the game go to Coltrane Goring. Daniels finds Rivas out on the 3, misses it.
Alemany tried to come back after that 3.
The rebound goes to Schultzberg. Finds Rishwain.
Rishwain for the 3, no good.
Bit out
Zaire
there.
Williams going for the rebound, trying to get it.
Whitney finds Daniels driving inside. Bit of contact there. Rivas gets it back. And that'll be a foul on Notre Dame.
They were looking for the and 1 on that play. But here comes number 4, Ricky Rivas for free throws.
So as of right now, it's been more of an offensive battle. Of course, it was a little bit different on Wednesday
night.
which was there was a really
Defensive
great
battle.
defensive battle. Yeah, it was all up on defense, steals, blocks, everything you can imagine. Zaire showed he got the block there,
Zaire gets the rebound.
and he'll leave it up to Abunasar to bring it up. And finds Rishwain. Zaire in the post up.
Zaire with the
Gets
post up, gets
right
the layup.
past Whitney. Whitney had no chance against Zaire. He's just too big-bodied. And now finding Rivas up top. Out to Whitney again. Drives inside. Tries a spin move. And
To
now
travel.
the travel on Brandon Whitney. We can already see by just the natural course of the game, Brandon Whitney is, you can tell, the play caller. And I think Notre Dame has realized that, and they're trying to shut out anything that Abunasar is trying to process at the moment. We're will find Abunasar.
Zaire for 3. No.
Will go off, and Anshara will get the ball out to Daniels. Streaming down the court, gets past Abunasar.
Foul on Notre Dame.
So you can see that Alemany is a very intense inside team. You've seen a lot of slashing from them, a lot of layups going up, and it's just overall, you haven't seen that many shots going up for them at the moment.
Here comes Alemany with their second pair of free throws tonight.
Now, I know we're early in the game right now, Duke, but what do you think will be the most important thing that Alemany wants to do if they want to continue making the game close?
They just gotta stop number 1 on Notre Dame. That's Zaire Williams. Just have their best player guarding Notre Dame's best player. And coming into the game is number 2, Brandon Perez, the freshman, taking out number 11, Jack Abunasar.
There'll be a great set of moves from Brandon Perez or Stolzberg, but there'll be a travel call on him. Now, again on Ben Schultzberg. Now you've got both freshmen on varsity.
In the game.
Yeah, in the game right now, so we're able to see what the future of Notre Dame looks like at the moment. With Brandon Perez guarding Brandon Whitney.
Zaire doing the rebound, running it up. Pass it to the freshman, Brandon Perez, for three, and it is good.
In the face of the defender. It was clean three-pointer. Great bounce pass by Zaire, too. He just knew that Brandon Perez was going to be there in the corner. So now Brandon Whitney trying something. You can see Achara on the corner there. He wasn't getting the ball there. Daniels scoring, get a block, but Daniels gets it back. Drives in again, tries to find Achara.
Zaire wanted to get his move on the blocked party tonight.
Achara almost runs into the castle before the ball is called out. So it'll go back to Notre Dame. Right now, Notre Dame really showing that they might be able to take over the game. The score is still 12-6 with 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first quarter, with Brandon Perez bringing it up at the moment, being guarded by Achara.
Pass it to Zaire. Williams, the layup, no good.
But he'll get it back from Achara. It's the layup, and that'll be a foul. You can see it's going to be, if Zaire wants to go inside, he's going to be met by Chikoze Achara, one of the senior captains for Alemany, a great center. He thrives in the deep end, just getting rebounds and blocks and any defensive possession that he can get.
Comes Zaire for free throws. Makes his first one.
And as we can already see, Zaire has been a threat from everywhere. He showed that he's confident in the three. He's confident in the inside. But we already know Zaire is going to go a lot. But who do you think will be the second greatest aspect for Notre Dame?
I think it'll be Julian Richmond, Boston College commit, heading his way over to Boston next year after high school's over. Dropped 17 last game. He's a three-pointer deficit. Like, he'd get 3 points whenever you asked him to. Zaire looks like he blocked it. He's running it up.
Gets it to Rashwain,
Pass it to freshman Brandon Perez.
Almost got it, but it looks like he'll be over the back foul on Notre Dame. Now go back to Bishop Alemany. And looks like number 32.
Got a foul on Alemany. It'll be Notre Dame ball. Not sure what it was.
Not sure exactly what it was, but now number 24, Bailey Greenberg, will be going in for number 1, Zaire Williams. So I believe the next big aspect for Notre Dame is what they're going to do without Zaire on the court. They're going to need to be able to play without him. They can't depend on him the entire game. So Brandon Perez will find Schultzberg in the corner.
Good stuff there.
Finds Stolzberg in the corner again. Isn't able to get over to Schwain. Getting the rebound again. Lays it up in.
That's it. Speaking of Zaire, he was just subbed out for number 24, Bailey Greenberg.
Now number 11.
There's a foul. Notre Dame's bench is excited about that. You see Coach Gross was trying to get it, and he got it.
Right there, that was a traveling call, so Notre Dame will get it back. And now number 5 for Bishop Alemany, Maurice McFarquhar, is coming to the game. Schultzberg.
Brandon Perez with the high layup. Alemany calls a timeout after they're struggling early in this game. It's 18-6.
So we've seen that Notre Dame has been effective on all sides of the offense at the moment. They've had three-pointers down. Their inside has been great as well. It's really looking like Notre Dame is going to dominate on the offensive side of the ball right now. Don't you think so, Duke?
Yes, yeah, my bad.
So now with, of course, we understand that Notre Dame's offense is going to play like it is. Bishop Alemany is going to have to step up on defense probably.
That's for sure. In the beginning of this game, we thought it was Alemany's game, but it goes to show how time can change very fast. Like how this game has changed, and now a 12-point game.
So number 11, Whitney to McFarquhar. Whitney tries to find some open face. Finds Billy Reed to Daniels. Drives in and finds Whitney. Tries to get the layup there, but Richwayne gets the rebound and is bringing it up the court.
Richwayne crosses him up.
Richwayne trying to find some open space for himself. Finds Brendan Perez on top.
Perez looking for some options, gives it to Richwayne. Richwayne bounces up for three, no good.
They'll go back to Alemany's ball. Looks like Alemany might have heard that they're going to need to step up on defenses. They completely locked down any chance of a three-pointer occurring in that last possession. So maybe they're ready to step up on the defensive side. And now Billy Reed up top against Stoltzberg. Goes inside, and that'll be a miss. Greenberg passes it out to Richwayne. And Richwayne on the layup.
Richwayne with the layup, it's but the putback by number 32. And that's the end of the first quarter with a nice putback. Notre Dame's up 20-6 in the end of the first quarter.
Notre Dame has just been on fire at the moment in this first quarter. Just on all aspects of the game, defensive, offensive, just completely dominating overall.
Yes, that is true. Zaire Williams hasn't played as much as we thought, but Coach Gross has put in Julian Richwayne to play the whole first quarter, and maybe even more in the second quarter.
I mean, I think Coach Sargent is realizing that he needs to show that not only that Notre Dame isn't just dependent on Zaire Williams, that they can play by themselves with their teammates. And you can see Julian Richwayne already coming up big for Notre Dame. He's really how you can say he's been leading the offense at the moment, and the rest of the team has been going along with him. But now Zaire Williams will come back in for so Brendan Perez will bring it in for Stoltzberg.
So coming into the games, number 23, Alexander Blanco took out Bailey Greenberg.
So Zaire Williams on the corner, and there'll be a foul on Alemany.
Alemany's defense right there with number 12, Chikozi Akahara, is really locking up Zaire Williams there, which is what we thought should happen if they want any success in this game. Lock up the 5-star.
Akara has really been the defensive monster for Alemany this entire season. So he's really showing that he can lock up even a 5-star recruit like Zaire. Zaire falls to the floor.
Falls down.
But he'll foul on Alemany.
Sorry, it's a foul on Notre Dame.
Or it'll be a foul on Notre Dame.
It's pretty packed house tonight, including a full castle.
Yeah,
don't see that for football games as we wish we could.
Well, our football team did have an amazing season. At times we didn't get as many people, but it was still very crowded every night. But you can see that people aren't just excited for football, they're excited for basketball, and that's what we want to see. We want to see the castle at all the sports, as many as they can, because the castle is always there for their students through thick and thin. But that'll be a steal for Notre Dame.
Stolen by Alexander Blanco.
And that'll go to Brendan Perez, bringing it up top.
Got a foul.
Looks like there might have been a problem on the shot clock there. There should have been 30 seconds. Now, Abunassar will come in for Stoltzberg. And Julian Rishwain will come in for number 32. Tyler Gainham. So now Abunisar will bring it back up for Notre Dame.
Another whistle. Reminding us of the first few seconds of the game.
Looks like
It's like Alexander Blanco's gonna pass it in. Inbound it.
so. We're gonna pass it in a second, but it's coming out to a great game at the moment. Notre Dame hasn't allowed Alemany any points since halfway through the first quarter. And Alemany will get another foul there, but as I was trying to say, Notre Dame scoring 20, Alemany with 6.
Hasn't scored this whole second quarter.
Yeah, it's insane. It's great. Notre Dame's defense, it's not just one player working on it, it's the whole team. Because if it was one player, it would be more
It'd
points.
be the other way
than now.
around.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole team effort, the game of basketball. It's not just one person. That's what makes it magical.
Now Zaire Williams, so far, he only has 6 points. Still a lot, but not compared to what we had on Wednesday night. So it's going to show how David said, how it's a team effort. Brandon Perez, of course, the guy who just had the ball.
And
Just had
there with a monster dunk
Yeah, he
right there
wins the
from
dunk.
Rishwain. That'll be, what, 18 points now? Or 8 points for him on the game so far. And Whitney will bring it up. And that'll be an and one for Brandon Whitney. A great drive by that, but a great dunk by Zaire Williams there. Just completely tore down the rim there. That's what you like to see. It's a show-stopping effort he wants from you.
When I was watching Midnight Madness, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Midnight Madness.
A few weeks ago, or probably a couple months ago, yeah. Zaire Williams, he just had dunk after dunk in that game that they had. It was so fun to watch, just seeing him destroy that rim.
So Abunisar will pass out to Rishwain and Zaire back in the post. But he gets the ball stolen by Daniels. It's all on the floor.
So it's going to be a jump ball.
Great effort by both teams. They're going down there. You saw you saw Zaire fall down. Then you saw Jonathan Daniels dive for the ball. Then you saw Jack Abunisar back his team up and dive for the ball as well. Now it'll be a jump ball between Jonathan Daniels.
Oh no, looks like it's Alemany's ball passing.
It's going to be Alemany's ball, yeah. So a great team effort by both. You see that this is a really important. You can see that both teams are being extremely offensive and they're being extremely erratic. They really want to get this win.
Everyone's getting their chance.
So Whitney will dive through 2 defenders, will back up, passes it to Billy Reed. There's a shot.
Oh, and the putback dunk.
Akara looking like Porzingis out there.
Dunk after dunk.
You can see this is going to be a very exciting game between Zaire and Akara. And Zaire
with another dunk, the one-hand jam.
Zaire
Give him that.
Mama, there goes that man. Zaire Williams just
with the
laying
one-hand
it down.
Slam.
Zaire Williams just laying it down on Alemany, showing them what a monster he is. And now Billy Reed will pass to Jonathan Daniels. Out to Whitney again. Finds Daniels up top.
For 3. Got it.
Billy Reed with the clean three-pointer. The score is now 24-14.
Here comes Alemany's offense coming back. Zaire for 3. No good.
No good there. It was
Out of
very
bounds.
close.
Alemany ball.
You can see just that Zaire three-pointer rolling out a little bit. But those last few possessions. First, Zaire dunk. Then, an Akara special putback. And then,
Another
right after
Zaire
that,
dunk.
another Zaire one-handed slam.
Zaire so far with 12 points in tonight's matchup.
So
looking for more.
As you said, oh, Riva's trying
Zaire
to get
with
the
the rebound.
athletic layup. But Zaire will get it back.
Passes to Jack Abunisar. Abunisar calling him, man.
So
Pass it to Zaire, why not? And it's a penalty
Looks
or
like
foul.
looks like it was an illegal pick on Blanco. He's trying to get some kind of protection from Zaire, but he wasn't able to separate enough time.
Now entering the game is number 21, Cole Goring, taking out number 23, Alexander Blanco.
And Whitney will bring it up to Daniels. It looks like both Brandon Whitney and Jonathan Daniels, including Chico's Achara, have both been in the game the entire time. So they're really pushing it with the amount of energy they have left right now.
Williams with the rebound, passing it to Bunasar. Back to Williams, to Rishwain. Rishwain would like to use foul. To Cole Goring, gets fouled on the three-pointer, going to the line for free throws.
That'll be three possible foul shots there. He was fouled on the three-point line. I mean, we wanted an exciting game. We didn't know if we were going to get one, but we wanted one.
So far we got one.
We're getting an exciting game. It's not just Zaire that's making it exciting. Of course, it's always going to be exciting with Zaire. It's also Chikoze Akara and the whole Bishop Alemany team. They're all very athletic players. You can see the layups they attempt. They're not going in every time, but they're going to go in. They just need that extra few taps or attempts, and they'll be able to come in.
That's right. Goring made one out of the 3 free throws. It's now 25-14 Knights.
Fire getting that rebound and passing it out with Daniels now, and they're back to Rivas. Fire with the mid-range.
It's good, and one.
Great pull-up by right there, Vince Fire, and then getting fouled there, keeping his composure. Straight good 2 points, and now he'll go for one extra point. Now it's 25-17. It's back in single digits range.
Misses his free throw.
So Zaire will get the rebound and bringing it back out to Jacobunasar. Find Rishwain.
Alemany slowly coming back. Slowly and surely coming back.
And Rishwain with the three.
No good.
And unable to get it. Goring trying to get that rebound, but wasn't able to fully get his hands on it. So right now, Notre Dame will be inbounding the ball.
On Alemany's side.
Bunasar trying to find someone. Find Stolzberg all on top.
Gives it to Zaire, because why not?
Who finds going to Bunasar with a pull-up.
No good.
Isn't able to get it.
Well, it's going to be a penalty or foul on Alemany.
Now, right now, what do you think Notre Dame is excelling at the most at this time right now?
I think their teamwork is really there. In the pregame, we were talking how it's probably going to be a Zaire show, but so far it's been a team show.
Yeah, it's not just been Zaire himself, it's also been his entire team helping him out. And that'll be a travel on Zaire right there. So the ball will come back to Alemany with about 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second quarter.
But let's be assured, Zaire's still there with 12 points, scoring a little less than half of Notre Dame's points.
So Daniels will come in on the inside, and he will step outside there. Jonathan Daniels getting pressured by Jacobunasar. So now Ben Schultzberg will inbound the ball.
No, whenever Alemany messes up, I've noticed Notre Dame's bench, they just go in their face and start screaming, clapping in their face. It's all about mind games.
So
and they're doing that.
It's not just Notre Dame on the court, it's Notre Dame off the court, on the bench. And Rishwain right there with the great athletic layup, and Jonathan Daniels coming back, right back with a small pull-up. So now it is 27-19.
Zaire's bringing it up, passes it off.
And Abunasar finds Rishwain, who goes for the pick
Rishwain
and roll.
gets a layup and one, not able to get the two. Go to the line for 2 free throws.
Great little move there between Julian Rishwain and Jack Abunasar. Even though Abunasar isn't the tallest person like Zaire Williams at 6'9", Abunasar can sure fight and he can sure stand his ground. That's why he's one of the best players on this Notre Dame team. And he's a great leader at point guard.
Being one of the captains for this 2019 Notre Dame Knights team. As Rishwain made the first one and misses the second one.
So Billy Reed will get the rebound there with Whitney finding Daniels. Reed to Whitney. Whitney drives back in. He can't find anyone. He's trying to call for something here. Great little move under the defender there by Jonathan Daniels. Jonathan Daniels, good 4 points there in the last few minutes for him. He's really trying to get Alemany back into the game. Right now it's a 28-21
7-point game. Still in it.
And Zaire is getting pressured right there by Ricky Rivas.
This Alemany team, they don't give up until that clock hits 0. They'll throw a fight whenever they need to. Zaire's going to the line for 2.
You can see that Alemany has decided who's going to be their main defender on Zaire. And that's going to be number 4, Ricky Rivas. At 6'2", he's not as tall as Zaire, but he's definitely as strong as him. He's a
maybe even stronger.
Player. Maybe even stronger. He's a great defensive player. Gets up really in your face. He really wants to. He, just as you said, just as the Notre Dame bench wants to play mind games, Ricky Rivas wants to get in the head of Zaire Williams. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't need to have a big impact on the points. If he can stop Notre Dame's best player from absolutely destroying them, he's automatically impacted the game.
Zaire made his first free throw, awaiting his second one. And of course, it goes in. He's now with 14 points on the night.
Now Whitney will bring it back up. Brandon Whitney, one of the more outstanding players of this night. He's really been pulling the strings for Alemany's team at point guard at the moment. So now Jonathan Daniels out to Ricky Rivas, who will go inside.
So whistle.
Gets the foul. You can see that the offensive prowess is coming from Alemany's numerous guards. Ricky Rivas, Jonathan Daniels, Brandon Whitney. All great guards that are really fighting for that inside layup.
Now Alemany's been able to draw some fouls tonight. This is one of the many times that they've been at the free throw line. This is number 4, Ricky Rivas, makes both of his free throws. It's now an 8-point game.
And number 25, Malachi Hooper, comes in for number 13, Jonathan Daniels, as Rishwain goes
keeps it
in.
layup.
Gets right past Whitney for the 2 points. So now with about 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the game, Hooper goes on the inside. It looks like he might have stepped out of bounds, but the refs don't call anything. Whitney's found again. Great
defense on Whitney by number 2, freshman Brandon Perez.
So Malachi Hooper trying to go for an athletic layup there, but can't do anything. Bunasar
stolen.
Getting the steal there by Vince Fire, just completely grabbed it out of the air.
When he passes it out in the corner for 3, no good. Rishwain gets the rebound.
And Rishwain going against Jonathan Daniels, who went back in the game.
We got a foul.
Oh, and a great
makes the layup. They're calling no shot though.
Even though it was a no shot, it was a great.
Still nice.
It was a great
got
jelly
respect.
there. Yeah, you have to show that even when you get fouled and it doesn't count, you have to show that you're still in the game.
Entering the game is number 13, Ben Schultzberg, taking out the captain, number 11, Jack Bunasar.
And Ben Schultzberg has had a great season as a freshman himself. Even though not as many people saw him come in to Notre Dame at first, people are really starting to take notice of not just him as a freshman, but also his freshman pair, Brandon Perez. They've both been playing amazingly well for being just freshmen.
Ben Schultzberg's been starting recently.
So you can tell that those times.
Gets blocked. Absolutely rejected. Gives it to Rishwain made both of his free throws just now. Schultzberg for 3. Yes, please.
Just as we were talking about, Ben Schultzberg brings it up to Rishwain. Rishwain gets it right back to him. Clean 3-pointer. Ben Schultzberg being outstanding in his first year on varsity.
almost blocked there for Notre Dame. Here comes the star, Zaire Williams.
With about 30 seconds left in the game, it looks like Zaire will try and push out the clock here. He'll try to go for one last play here.
Coach Sargent wants to slow down the tempo so they can get the final shot of this half.
So
Zaire, alley-oop! Thank you very much! Schultzberg to Zaire Williams! What a play!
Now that's what I call a showstopper. And Whitney with the missed layup. Zaire flails.
Zaire looked like a little flop there.
But we can't talk about that. We have to talk about that amazing alley-oop by Zaire Williams.
What an alley-oop to finish the first half.
Schultzberg didn't even move. Straight up, threw it up, and Zaire knew where to go. Straight up slam.
That's the end of the first half.
That'll be the end of the first half. It is 39-22. Notre Dame leading at the moment. With
We'll
Zaire
be
with
back
14
for the
points.
opening second half. All right, and welcome back. All right, and welcome back to the second half of this great Notre Dame versus Alemany matchup.
We're back here in a great Sherman Oaks, California here with Notre Dame versus Bishop Alemany.
Of course.
Ben Schultzberg finds Coltrane going over to Zaire Williams. And Vince Fire gets the rebound and finds Ricky Rivas. Rivas with
in the first half of play, Zaire finished with 16 points. Here comes Rishwain bringing it up. Rishwain looking for his options, gives it to Zaire. Zaire stuck a little bit, gives it to Rishwain, gives it to Abunassar.
And Rishwain, there's a bit of a deflection there, but Schultzberg recovers. And Goring getting the rebound there, but back to Schultzberg.
Gets it.
Great rebound there by Coltrane Goring and finding Schultzberg again. Schultzberg just had the confidence there. And Whitney goes.
Zaire with the tough stop there.
Trying to get a block on there, but gets the foul. So now Alemany will be going for the first foul points of the half with, of course, Brandon Whitney, the overall leader of Bishop Alemany at the moment. He's been great at point guard.
Let's see how he can do these free throws and do the rest of the game as he makes this first free throw, waiting the second one.
Now, as we're in the second half of the game now, what do you think the most important thing what do you think the most important thing for Alemany is so they might be able to come back and win this game?
I mean, Alemany, they got to get their offense up. Their offense hasn't been as they should be, as they could be, their potential. So I'm excited to see how they can stop the offense and that defense after that three-pointer by Julian Rishwain.
Deep and in someone's face. That's Rishwain's range right there. That's Ricky Rivas getting the ball from Rishwain.
Looks like there's a foul in the play.
So it will go to Bishop Alemany now. And they'll bring it back in. Back on Julian Rishwain's three-pointer there. Great. Completely deep range. Almost was about to go out. Just finding enough space to thread that three-pointer straight sinker.
Nice swish. Checking into the game is number 2, Brandon Perez. Taking out number 11, Jack Abunassar.
So now number 13, Jonathan Daniels will find Whitney. Will go inside. Right past Schultzberg, and that'll be the foul, and one. Whitney with 2 great plays at the beginning of this third quarter. It looks like he really wants to have a great impact in the second half.
Whitney's been the leader of this Alemany's points so far tonight. Waiting for his free throw, and that was a 3-point play there for Whitney.
So Brandon Whitney with around 5 points now, just in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Rishwain will find Perez to Schultzberg and right back across to Rishwain. There's a lot of movement going on for Notre Dame. They're trying to find something open. Rishwain will drive in, and great deflection there by Akara. Now Alemany will bring it up. Finds McFarquhar, finds Fire.
Almost blocked by Zaire.
And Akara gets the offensive rebound. And there will be 2 foul shots for Chikoza Akara. Great possession there by Bishop Alemany. Akara, first off, got the steal. Then right away, they found Vince Fire on the 3-point. And then Akara came right back. You couldn't even see him. You didn't see him there at all. Just came back and got that offensive rebound there.
Akara makes his first free throw there. There's a sub for Alemany. Looks like number 35. That is Vince Fear. He's taken out of the game for number 4, Ricky Rivas. Another big start for Alemany in the first half.
And Brandon Perez will steal that rebound from Akara. Great strength there by Perez to not let Akara get to his head. And Brandon Perez finding Zaire. So Brandon Perez looking for something up top. And Schultzberg drives in.
Zaire for three. No good.
Maybe another close one for Zaire. He's still trying to find his shot outside, but he'll keep working on it. He's confident as ever. Whitney drives back inside. Farquhar with a pull-up, and it just bounces off. So Rishwain will get the rebound, and now he will bring it up.
Gives it to Zaire.
Zaire finds Schultzberg all the way across in the corner.
Zaire with the monster dunk!
Zaire just postering around. Not only one, but 4 posters can be made tonight for a special deal of only $10.
Zaire has not stopped since his first half of play. Looks like there's an and one, but it looks like it's good for Notre Dame's side as Ben Schultzberg draws the foul.
And now, back on that dunk by Zaire. What a great just, he was able to find the right open space to get enough space for the dunk and just completely destroyed Alemany's defense. They are trying to be prepared for him. And now Whitney will be up top, finds Rivas with a bounce pass to McFarquhar. That'll be his first 2 points of the game. Great layup there by him. Great teamwork by Alemany.
Alemany's defense is back in the game now after that Zaire Williams dunk, but it looks like Coach Sargent called a timeout before anything bad could happen on that sideline.
You can see now that Alemany is working on that full court press. They really don't want Notre Dame to have any breathing room, but with playing full court defense, you always run the risk of someone being open all the way in front. Now that wouldn't be called cherry picking because he's not just staying there, it's just because he's open because the defense is allowing him to be open.
High risk, high reward.
Exactly.
As shown on that play just now.
It was shown. High risk. There's a few players there are waiting, but the 2 Alemany players completely shut out Schultzberg's point of view, and Coach Sargent had to call the timeout so they wouldn't have another easy turnover and Alemany getting the ball back. So now the play will continue with Brandon Perez on the side who will inbound the ball for Notre Dame. Find Rishwain out to Coltrane Goring. Find Schultzberg, an alley-oop to Zaire. Almost there. Tip, and there'll be a fight for the ball now.
Loose ball, Schultzberg not giving up.
You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4 players there. 2 from Notre Dame, 2 from Alemany. That's Ben Schultzberg and Julian Rishwain fighting for the ball with Chikoza Akara and Ricky Rivas. You can see that no one is giving up in this game. It's not Notre Dame giving up. It's not Alemany giving up. So no one wants to give up on this game. Even though Notre Dame is leading 47-30 at the moment, they're both fighting. They both know. Notre Dame knows there's a chance that Alemany can come back, and Alemany knows that they have a chance to come back. It's anyone's game at this moment.
Schultzberg, one of those players who does not give up until those whistles blow, and even after that, until there's multiple whistles. As you see in that play, the loose ball, he was diving all over the place, made sure that Notre Dame gets the possession, but he was not successful as it's Alemany ball right now.
Even though it is Alemany ball, you can see that Ben Schultzberg is really that type of driven guy, as you said. And another person that's very driven to the game of basketball is definitely Jack Abunasar, the senior. I think that both of them together are great, strong point guards, and Schultzberg can learn a lot from Abunasar about, even though he's not the biggest player, he can have one of the biggest impacts on the court.
That's right, but the chemistry between Schultzberg and Perez is unlike anything else. On the quad, you can see them always hanging out together. They're 2 really close friends after being on the team together all summer and now all fall, winter, all the time. Looks like it's a foul on Notre Dame.
That'll be a charging on Junior Schwain. As you were talking about, it's a straight, cold bromance. It's nothing more, nothing less. They're 2 amazing best friends that hang out all the time. And they're both great players on the basketball team too. They both affect each other on and off the court. So no matter what, they'll always have an impact on each other's lives.
So looks like Julian Richland's checking out for number 32.
And Brandon Whitney will find Jonathan Daniels, and you can see Ricky Rivas trying to go for a putback there, but couldn't get the rebound. So Schultzberg will bring it up the court.
Perez for three, and it's good.
It's the double freshman pair locking up again. Brandon Perez getting the assist to Ben Schultzberg getting the assist to Brandon Perez. And as Alemany gets another miss there, Zaire brings up the rebound. Zaire looking for some open space. That'll be a foul on Alemany, so Zaire will go for free throws. So that play right there, as we were talking about earlier, Brandon Perez, Ben Schultzberg, it's an immediate chemistry between them. It's nothing you've ever seen before. Clearly, they've got each other's backs through thick and thin.
They both received the North Carolina letters at the same time together, both there to open it together, just doing most of stuff together, which leads to great chemistry onto the court, as we can see.
And now Notre Dame will get the ball back. Zaire with a deep
three, and it's good. A deep three for Zaire Williams. Now 21 points on the game for Zaire.
Sink or swim, that's Zaire's thinking. Zaire sinks the three-pointer, and it all goes from downhill there. Notre Dame now leading the game 53-32. Notre Dame has crossed the 50-point line, and it's all thanks to their superstar man, Zaire Williams. Not only has he gone such amazing dunks that have excited the crowd, he's gotten those amazing deep three-pointers to keep that scoring up. Exactly, an all-around player who can do everything on the court.
Just had a three from almost looked like NBA range. Won't be surprised if we see him there in a few years.
Yeah, it's not that he knows that he can get the range there. It's because he's practicing for the NBA. He knows that he has to get used to that NBA range.
He's hoping that a great college can lead to great draft position or free agent position in the NBA and a great career.
So now Alemany will bring up the ball with Jonathan Daniels bringing it to Brandon Whitney. Brandon Whitney will bounce it to Akara, who gets the great layup.
Solid layup.
Even though Jikosi Akara hasn't had the biggest impact on the game, you know he's going to get points. And Schultzberg slings it across the Coltrane going to Zaire in the corner. Notre Dame slowing down the play for a little bit. They find Coltrane in the corner again, who finds Zaire again. Zaire with the small pull-up.
Hits it.
And he gets it a long two there. But still two great points by him. Brandon Whitney.
Answers back.
Pull-up right there. You know Brandon Whitney is trying to give Zaire that call that he is not scaring him at all. Now there'll be a timeout by Notre Dame.
I think so, yes.
There's 1 minute and 47 seconds left in the third quarter, and the score is now 55-36.
Notre Dame.
So, now that we're close to the fourth quarter, what do you think Notre Dame has done that's great and much better than Alemany has been doing this entire game?
I think their teamwork has been amazing. Passing the ball around, giving some of the freshmen, Brandon Williams, 2 3-pointers on the night, giving him the ball. Julian Richland giving the ball. Almost everyone getting the ball who's played so far. I won't be surprised if in the fourth quarter, Coach Sargent just takes out Zaire to avoid injury for the rest of the season.
It would be a very smart play. Brandon Perez and Ben Schultzberg can really play for themselves. And if Zaire needs to be taken out for a little bit of time, they'll probably take him out for a little bit of time. He's going to need some rest from playing so hard overall on the year. So, definitely.
Checking into the game is number 11, Jacob Bunasar for, again, number 13, Ben Schultzberg.
So now it looks like a foul on Notre Dame. So Alemany will inbound the ball there with Jonathan Daniels inbounding it. A risky pass
ball
there.
Almost out of bounds.
In the corner, Brandon Whitney somehow gets it to Ricky Rivas. Rivas drives it in, and it's deflected by Notre Dame. Brandon Perez catches it. Now I'll be bringing it up. Finds Abunasar.
Looking to maybe set up something inside you, Williams.
And Rishwain
For
with
three.
the 3 right
Hits it.
in the defender's
Bingo,
face.
bingo. Yes, please.
That's another sink or swim. Julian Rishwain, the catch and shoot specialist. Nothing you can do about it. And now Alemany will get a foul there.
Brandon Perez fell right there. He looked a little knocked up, but he's fine. He's out and he's ready to play. Looks like it's going to be in free throws for number 10. Number 10, Brandon Whitney.
Now, we've been closer to this part of the game. We've seen that it's been really interesting that not only has Notre Dame continued with their inside presence, they've also continued improving on the three-point possession. They've been really good at three-point. You saw Julian Rishwain with a few great three-pointers. You saw Zaire with that very deep three-pointer. It's really showing that they're really developing their game throughout the game itself. So not only are they good already at the beginning of the game, they're getting better as the game progresses.
Ben Schultzberg enters the game, takes out number 2, Brandon Perez. Here comes Whitney for his second free throw, and he makes it.
So be clean by Notre Dame, or by Alemany, I mean. So
1 minute and 2 seconds left in the third quarter.
So now it's getting closer to the last quarter of the game. Right now, Notre Dame leading 58-37 with Abunasar inbounding it. Now you can see that Alemany is really trying to go for that full court press.
Schultzberg in the corner. Noted.
Rishwain was trying with that sling pass to Schultzberg in the corner, but he wasn't able to get it. And Whitney drives in. And another great layup by Brandon Whitney. Brandon Whitney playing himself out of this world in this third quarter. Layup after layup and foul after foul. He's just getting those and ones in every time.
You can see Brandon Whitney's been able to draw fouls really well this year. And you can see it right now. And number 24, Bailey Greenberg enters the game and takes out number 10, Julian Rishwain.
Julian Rishwain has been playing very well today, but we're going to have to give some time to Bailey Greenberg as well. He is a transfer that came in this year. He wasn't able to play in the preseason as he was a transfer, but he's now being able to play in league, and that's the most important part. So now Abunasar taking it up top, who finds Schultzberg, and he'll try to get some kind of play. Bailey with the pick. Coltrane finds Schultzberg. Abunasar to Zaire. Tries to pump fake it from Akara. Gets through
with a
two
nice layup.
defenders.
No
Lays it
stopping
up.
him.
There's no stopping Zaire. What can you do about it? You can't do anything about it. That's what I think. Brandon Whitney with the pull-up 3. He isn't able to get it. Alemany with another rebound. Abunasar
chucks it
go for
across.
the chuck.
Oh, that looked good, but not
It
enough.
was a great football pass. I'll give him that. It was a great football pass.
Cooper Mead, your job is.
Cooper Mead's going to have to watch out. It looks like Jack Abunasar had some competition for him. But now we're going into the fourth quarter of the game. Notre Dame leading 60-40. It's a 20-point game at the moment. Now that we're entering the fourth quarter, we can talk a little bit about who our player of the game is. Now, I think the main nominee has to be Zaire Williams, of course, with about.
And I think it is Zaire Williams with 25 points tonight.
Yeah, but.
And he's not done yet.
Of course, we have to give considerance to the other players because it can't always be a one-horse race. So I think we have to give them a few other considerations. I have to give another nominee to Brandon Whitney. He hasn't been on a rise as much as Zaire, but he's been outstanding player. Great passing, great leadership overall, and he's been able to get in the inside every time. even though he's not the biggest guy, he has to go up against people like Bailey Greenberg and Julian Schwein and Zaire Williams with their extreme long arm lengths. He's able to get the layups in and the and ones nonetheless. So there's really no stopping Brandon Whitney at the moment.
Brandon Whitney tonight has been silent but deadly, showing off his skills all around the court, drawing fouls, doing layups, doing assists, getting rebounds even. Just what a night for both players. But this game is still not over. We still got some basketball left.
And Brandon Whitney isn't even a senior. He's a junior, so he's got another year left with him at Alemany.
So same as Zaire Williams.
Same as Zaire Williams, so maybe we'll be able to see these two powerhouse players next year playing off again. But there was a tip there by Notre Dame, and Alemany will get the ball here with, of course, Brandon Whitney bringing up the ball to the top.
Passes it off.
Billy Reed driving inside and finds Whitney up top again.
Jump a little high for that.
Brandon Whitney will find number 1, Josh Lopez, who just came into the game, and Billy Reed
nice
with a
layup.
very long layup there. Great stuff by him there. That'll be one of his few points overall. And Bailey Greenberg being found. A long pass for him.
Give it to Zaire, why not?
Bailey Greenberg in the
Wide
corner.
open, should have socked the free, but he doesn't get it.
And that will be a rebound from Maurice McFarquhar. Passing it to Brandon Whitney, who brings it up. Brandon Whitney trying to call for some kind of offense. He can't find it at the moment. Farquhar passes it back to Billy Reed, who had just gone to 2 points for Alemany. Spins past Rishwain and gets the layup there. Great 4 points for Billy Reed right there with 2 layups. Zaire being found out again. Spins around, finds Rishwain.
For the and 1, but is not able to get the 2 before that.
Gets the and 1 there. You saw it. He tried to get as much contact as he could and exploding his arms out there so he can get the layup. He wasn't able to get it. He wasn't able to get the and 1, but he is going to get another 2 shots at a point, or 2 points to be exact.
So here we have Julian Rishwain for 2 free throws. Looks like there's another call. Refs are discussing something.
So I believe we've got to talk a little bit about Julian Rishwain. Committed to Boston College. Looks like there's a timeout here, but committed to Boston College. And ever since then, he's been showing off how great of a player he is. 3-pointers, down. Layups, down. Defense, down. He's showing Boston College that he's ready when he becomes a college freshman next year. And Notre Dame will sincerely miss him because he has been one of the great players for their basketball team. He's been a great sensation for the Castle. Everyone knows who he is. He's such a friendly person in the quad itself.
Julian Rishwain, he had many other offers from schools like Wichita State, pretty silent but pretty good college basketball team, and also Pepperdine, not so far down the road. But he decided to go to Boston College. Probably something intrigued him there, but decided to see what his future holds for him.
Now, actually, there was a former Notre Dame student, a senior 2 years ago, who also went to Boston College. I can't remember his name correctly at the moment, but he was there when they beat, I don't remember exactly, but Boston College had been a top-ranked team. He was one of the players on that team.
Was it Duke?
I believe it was Duke. Yeah, it was Duke. So he was one of the players on that team. So Julian Rishwain, he's already got connections in Boston College. He knows someone there.
Yeah.
So
got his connections.
Not even out of coincidence itself. Julian Rishwain will keep the Notre Dame tradition going at Boston College and will show Boston and the East Coast what the West Coast has to offer for them. So Julian Rishwain going for 2 fouls here. He made the first one, and he'll go for the second one, and he'll make that one too.
Checking into the game is Alexander Blanco for number 24, Bailey Greenberg.
So Whitney will bring it up, another pull-up for him.
Zaire with the rebound.
Bounce there, finds Rishwain, gets it, almost stolen by Billy Reed. Blanco gets it, Coltrane. Great passing by Notre Dame here. Zaire trying to find some kind of offense at the moment.
Zaire's kind of stuck.
So he passes out to his second man, Julian Rishwain, to Blanco.
Wide open three.
Bonasar.
Not gonna take it.
Under 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Zaire might have 3 seconds. And Zaire almost got the 3-point off.
Hit the rim.
It was just, Alemany was completely dominating on that side. They weren't letting anything go by. Amazing stuff by them. You've seen little flashes of Alemany's defense and what they can do. It's not just been a complete annihilation by Notre Dame. Alemany has shown what kind of spirit they have as well.
That was the best defense we saw of Alemany all night.
So now Josh Lopez will pass to Billy Reed with another pull-up three.
Zaire with the rebound again.
Great rebound by Zaire. He's been on the boards all night. Bounce
Here
pass
comes
to
the
Schultz.
freshman. No, almost.
Bit of a rattler out there, and Whitney will get the rebound there. So now Whitney, defended by 2, finds Josh Lopez in the corner. Out to McFarquhar. Tried to get some kind of pass for a car. He catches it.
This is the layup.
So go to Notre Dame. It was a bit of a wild pass there by McFarquhar. He thought Akar was able to push through Rishwain, but Rishwain was just too strong. He didn't allow Akar anywhere near him.
Checking into the game is number 11, Jack Bunasar, for number 13, Ben Schultzberg.
Talking a little bit about Ben Schultzberg. What a great game he's been having. 3-pointers galore. He's been a great technical leader at point guard. And overall, just amazing player for Notre Dame at the moment. You can see Notre Dame's future is in good hands with him and, of course, his buddy, Brandon Perez. And Zaire Williams drives in.
With the, almost
so
had a
close.
nice play
Vince
there.
Fire with the rebound, and now Brandon Whitney. Double team there by Bunasar and Zaire. Jonathan Daniels finds Fire. Looks like it might have been a double dribble there, but they won't call anything. Whitney finds Jonathan Daniels. There's a lot of passing going on. Fire with the 3. And that'll be a 3-point shot there by Fire. Vince Fire, not as many points on the scoreboard right now, but he's shown flashes of being a threat.
Timeout there for, looks like Notre Dame. Alemany's looking like they're slowly coming back, but 62-47 game. Not sure how much points they can score with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left.
It's been a sort of obsessive night for Notre Dame. They've really been on the boards, just attacking the whole time. Great game by them overall, just completely on every side of the ball. So what do you think they've been the best at right now in this game, Duke?
For Notre Dame or Alemany?
For Notre Dame.
Well, like we said earlier, their teamwork's been amazing. Their fight, hard work, determination has also been there. Like you see with some of the scrambles that's happened, they end up with the ball because they're just, all right, give me the ball.
They fight harder. They fought harder than the Alemany team for sure. So now
we can see that in the scoreboard.
Yeah, 62-47 with under 5 minutes left. Bunasar will pass it into Rishwain, who will tap it back to Bunasar, who's being double teamed there.
Just get across half court, gets it.
Jack Bunasar being pushed around by Brandon Whitney. Zaire
with the and one!
Big man and one.
Give me that.
Went straight to Ricky Rivas. As I was talking about before, Ricky Rivas was trying to get through Zaire's head. But as you can see, Zaire said no to that and went straight to Ricky Rivas' barrier.
That was a great athletic play by Zaire. He just bounced around, got the shot.
So now he'll be going for 2 more, or actually 3. He'll have 3 points now, so he has 28 on the night
so far.
So of course he's just been amazing this whole night. And now we're back with Alemany. Brandon Whitney drives in. Another and one for Brandon Whitney.
Brandon Whitney's been one of those players who's been able to answer whatever Zaire does. Not as much as the alley-oop dunk so far, but answers most of the call when he gets asked for it.
Brandon Whitney just, every time, it seems that every time he's able to find some kind of contact and still get the ball in on those tough layups. So big props to him, definitely.
Brandon Whitney makes his free throw. Now 15-point game.
So now Abunasar will stretch it out to Zaire on the side. Trying to find some kind of opening. And Zaire will give it up. Abunasar dives for it. There'll be under 20 seconds left in the shot clock. Abunasar getting past Akara, finds Blanco. Zaire had some open space, but Rishwain couldn't see it. Rishwain with a pull-up.
Mid-range, not enough.
There goes the rebound to Jonathan Daniels. You can see that Zaire was trying to go for a putback there, but the rebound was just too far for him. So Jonathan Daniels drive on against Abunasar and get the tough layup in right there. Very high off the backboard. So you can see now Notre Dame playing very fast now. Zaire went straight to Rishwain. Zaire with the spin move.
Gets it.
Silky smooth. That's Zaire's moves.
Zaire now with a 30-point game on the night. Really impressing everyone in attendance.
So, of course, I mean, he's a showstopper man. He gets it going every time, no matter what. So now, we're about 3 minutes and 17 seconds of the game, or 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the game. Have to give props to Zaire Williams. Definitely man of the game. 30 points today. He's just been on and off the court. Not just even on the court. Off the court, he's been amazing as well. He's been giving props to his teammates. On the court, he's had such a big impact. How do you think Zaire's going to do for the rest of the season?
I don't think he's stopping anytime soon. I think Notre Dame's going to keep their momentum going. You know, they just won this game. Going on the road for their next game, I believe. Hoping to see Zaire just keep giving these 30-point games every time. He's one of those players that if you ask him to do something, he will do it for you.
So now we'll start up the game again with Vince Fire for Alemany bringing it in. We can see Coltrane Goring coming into the game now. Brandon Whitney brings up the ball. So now Brandon Whitney with the tough layup, unable to get it. But another foul on Alemany. You can see that Brandon Whitney's really getting a lot of contact there. Just every play he's able to get something out of the defender, and that's always good to see, that he's able to find some type of space there to try and get a shot off, but also get something from the refs as well.
Makes his first free throw, as you saw. Here he is with his second one, and he gets it.
So Brandon Whitney just having an amazing game, just not as good as Zaire, of course. Blanco gets the pass all the way from Zaire, or Rishwain.
Gives it to Zaire.
Looks like there'll be a foul there.
It's like Coach Sargent yelling at some of the players. Zaire's gonna go to the line for two.
So he'll go for two, trying to add up the score now. You can see he's just as focused as any part of the game, even though there's not much left. Even though there's not much left in the game, he's so committed to playing basketball that he will stop at nothing to continue playing as hard as he can.
That's right. Here comes Zaire Williams for his second free throw, second and final free throw. And he gets it, now with 32 points on the night.
It's just been an amazing night for Zaire.
For three, no good. Zaire running it up.
So Zaire will find Abunasar to Rishwain. Blanco will find Rishwain. Up top, Zaire. And
with the
great athletic layup there by Zaire.
hides the ball from the defense there. Great night for Zaire so far.
So Rishwain
Stolen.
with the steal. Rishwain going.
Off the
to
backboard.
alley-oop.
Oh, that would have been insane.
So close, but you can see right there. Number 3 for Alemany, Joje Bray stopping at nothing to get Rishwain off his rhythm, or Zaire as well. Rishwain had went for the alley-oop, but
Would have been off the backboard.
Jojo Bray got Zaire out of the way of the alley-oop and unable to
Rishwain
continue.
was just thinking, if you have this big of a lead, you might as well just go for the alley-oop and have a good show for these fans. Send them home pretty soon. So Zaire makes his first one.
So Zaire will go for his second free throw now.
And he makes the second one.
Zaire just having one of those nights. You just can't stop him. So Brandon Whitney will bring up the ball again. He's being double teamed and will find McFarquhar in the corner. He isn't able to get it. Looks like there'll be a jump ball of some sort. Looks like the ref saw something there. Number 14 for Alemany, Dennis Buckley, and number 34.
Crowd cheering for Daniel Fitzmaurice to come in.
You
See
know
if Coach Sargent does it.
he'll bring in Elijah Pack. He'll bring in.
The crowd going nuts. Daniel Fitzmaurice is coming into the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Number 54,
Fitzy
Daniel
is coming in.
Fitzmaurice. This is what we wanted to see.
Get
this is
ready.
what everyone has been wanting
Get
to see.
ready.
The Zaire show is over. It's the Daniel Fitzmaurice show now.
Here we go.
Now, of course, Trevor Wilkes.
Crowd
also
going
came.
nuts.
We're going to see under 2 minutes left in the game. We'll see if Fitzy can get anything. And
This is a great sight to see.
now, Fitzy is one of the star football players at Notre Dame, but he decided for his last year at Notre Dame, he's going to do basketball. And what a reaction from the crowd it was when Daniel Fitzmaurice came into the game. You've never seen anything like it before. It was one of those moments that you just love seeing from them.
We love to see it.
You just love to see it. Now, also coming in for the game as well, there was also number 3, Bryce Cooper, number 5, Ryan Hicks, number 15, Trevor Wilkes, and of course the man, the myth, the legend, number 54, Daniel Fitzmaurice had also come in. So right now it is the second string for Notre Dame, you could say, coming in. It is 73-57 right now. So we're going to start up the game. The lineup right now, number 12, Elijah Pack, number 15, Trevor Wilkes, number 3, Bryce Cooper, number 5, Ryan Hicks, and of course the star himself, number 54, Daniel Fitzmaurice.
Fitzy's down below, almost looking like he's cherry picking. Get the crowd going nuts if he scores. That would be something to see if he scores.
So it looks like Ryan Hicks had come out of the passing area there for the inbound.
Hoping to see a nice Fitzy show.
I think the whole Notre Dame crowd is looking for Daniel Fitzmaurice to get the ball. Alemany's trying to hold on to as much as they can right now with number 2 for Alemany, number 23 getting the ball, and Ryan Hicks trying to get the steal
Fighting
there.
for it. Fitzy's going nuts. The whole crowd's going nuts.
Fitzy is just an energetic person. You see him all the time at Notre Dame. He's just an energetic person. He really gets the people going. And you can see, not even playing at all for this entire game. 3 seconds into the game and he's
no good pass. No, missed the layup.
Ryan Hicks trying to get the layup there, but wasn't able to make it, so Alemany will rebound it. And Ryan Hicks.
And the ball's going loose. And this one's going to be Alemany's ball, though.
This has been the most exciting few minutes, and it's only the last minute of the game. Can you believe what's going on with
no
Notre Dame
scoring has happened yet, but just seeing all the bench players come in and just play their little bit that they can is amazing. Looks like there's a foul for, I'm not sure, probably personal foul.
So, last minute of the game. It's right now 73-59. Alemany, number 2 right there. Josh Lopez will get the 2 points there. So right now, not much of scoring going on, but a lot of excitement out of nowhere from that trying on the missed ball there, and there'll be 2 free throws for Alemany. It'll be 73-59 now. Notre Dame passing the ball around, and Alemany
looks like it's going to be out of bounds. And coming at the end of the game, we're going to get a post-game interview with number 2, Brandon Perez.
We'll be getting also an interview with number 1, Zaire Williams. So, Fitzy almost getting the ball.
Fitzy's
got the ball.
Fitzy gets it.
Fitzy, strong man. It doesn't even matter if he's on the football field. It doesn't even matter if he's out doing track and field as well. He's strong man everywhere. And you can see the castle is just going wild for Fitzy. And Alemany, Josh Lopez trying to get something there. Dennis Buckley. That'll be another foul for Alemany. Around 35 seconds left in the game. I think this game has been a very exciting game. I think definitely one of the more exciting of the season. So now, Notre Dame will go to about 13-8 on the season. And this will be another great win for them.
And Alemany will fall to 12-11 on the season.
So almost 500 there. And in league, it will be 2-1 and 1-2. So it's been a very exciting game right now. There's the last few minutes left. I think I know what Notre Dame wants to do. It's definitely going to be the pass and the finish to Fitzy. It's Bryce Cooper out to Ryan Hicks. You can see Alemany going for a full court press. Finding Trevor Wilkes, finding Fitzy! Fitzy got the 2 points! The castle is going wild!
It's a party after the game. Fitzy got a layup.
Fitzy got the 2 points, even though Notre Dame bench got a technical on that. It doesn't even matter. They do not care. Notre Dame all over. You can see the king right there. JT Matusha.
Nuts.
They are going absolutely nuts right now. This is the most insane moment of Notre Dame basketball season at the moment. This entire school is going wild. And now they'll go for the tech free throws, but I don't believe anyone really.
What more than they need in the season? They just got a Fitzy layup.
Yeah, they just got a Fitzy layup. There'll be 2 missed free throws for Alemany. About 20 seconds left in the game. 75-60. I mean, what an amazing game to end it off. About 20 seconds left. I think Alemany will try and run out the clock a little bit. Number 3 out to number 23. Go for the layup.
Oh, and it's blocked.
Elijah Pack getting the packed block right there. You can see that. It's really just a fun time here now. But at least 10 seconds left in the game at the moment. So.
Crowd is. What a game here. What a game.
What a game here. It's just been amazing here overall. I don't think there's been a more amazing time overall here. So number 23 get the free throw. And now Notre Dame will try as hard as they can to get some more points. And Notre Dame will give up the ball there. Ryan Hicks trying to find someone out there, but he couldn't. So now the score is 75-61, about 7 seconds left in the game. Not much left. Number 15 trying to find someone. They'll go back to Alemany.
6 seconds left.
It's been a
14-point game.
been a bit of a slow end as Alemany, I think, realized that Notre Dame is trying to get as many points as they can in these last few minutes.
This is it. Puts it back. Not enough. And that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. 75-61. Your Notre Dame Knights have won. We're going to get a post-game interview with Zaire Williams. David's going to go out to get him. I'll stall a little bit. I don't care. Great game today for Notre Dame. Of course, we got Fitzy scored that point. Zaire dropped 36. What more can you ask for a Notre Dame Knights basketball night? The castle was wild tonight. Thank you all for watching, but please stay tuned for this live post-game interview with the 5-star recruit, number 1, Zaire Williams. I'm getting him shortly for an interview. Please wait. We're coming in. David's trying to get him. Zaire's just handshaking real quick. He's coming though. He is coming. So, here is Zaire Williams. Oh, he wants Fitzy in the interview.
Yeah.
Fitzy's going to be in the interview with Zaire Williams. Here he is.
You want So, Zaire, about 36 points in this game today. How'd you do it? You've been on a scoring output for this entire season.
We had the help of the student section. They were awesome tonight, and we just played together. My teammates got me open shots.
And what are you hoping for the rest of the season?
Just win league, win CIF, win state. Those are our goals. The shit, that's like Fitzy said.
So, Fitzy, you got 2 points today. You got the entire castle going wild. How do you feel?
All right, well, it was just a great team out there. Every person really put their heart in the game. And thank you for showing up, guys. And we need more of that if we're going to win the trip. It's our team effort.
Well, thanks, Fitzy. Thanks, Zaire.
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Have a great season. Well, that's going to be the end of our game tonight.
What a night. We just got Fitzy.
What a night.
What
So the final score was about
75-61 Notre Dame.
So
it's been a great night. We'll see you later.
So, yeah.
Thank you.